Hello, everyone. Today we're doing the second episode of our MP Esports podcast. And today I'm here with Elias and Eikeiei. Eikeiei is our new member of our podcast team. So once again, say hello to our audience.
Hello, guys.
Hello. Yeah, well, I'm back again.
Yeah, it was unexpected that you will be doing this episode, but alright. So today we will talk about the season 2, give a sort of a season 2 preview for all of you watching and listening, hopefully. And first of all, we'll start from the mid-season transfers. I think it's kind of useless to list all the mid-season transfers that happened. Yeah, someone retired, someone switched teams, someone, I don't know, joined. But yeah, let's talk about the big ones. So the number one is obviously the most popular Monoposto YouTuber out there, Spox15. He joined our league. That is insane. And what do you think about this debut? Will he succeed in Monoposto Esports?
Well, I would hope so. And well, I really like that he joined because it kind of boosts our popularity among all Monoposto players. I found it quite insane that he joined Scuderia Civetta. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. And yeah, it's really great that he joined at all, and even better that he immediately joined a main grid team and not an academy. So yeah, it's really cool and really great to see most popular Monoposto YouTubers to join and really compete.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Elias because I think that also because about his agreement with a new team would be great because you can work with new people such as him and create most important sign of the still season. And I would say they would perform in this season.
Yeah, so thank you for your opinion. And next, I would like to talk about a different YouTuber, 12. And unlike Sparks, he didn't join the main grid, but instead, he was the fifth, I think, member of the Scuderia Ferrari Academy. And any ideas why he went for that strange move into the academy and did not ask for a place in the main grid?
I think first of all, Ferrari already has two very strong drivers, and he didn't really prove his pace yet. So I think first of all, from the point of view of Ferrari, it's the way to go with him. He didn't prove he's faster than one of their main drivers. So yeah, he will get a place in the academy. And yeah, maybe he's faster than one of the main drivers, and we will see a mid-season transfer, and they will, I don't know, kind of change places. Yeah, we will see, and yeah, I really hope he can, perform and show his potential.
So, all right, and we actually need to maybe talk about the grid in general. So, we'll start from the MP main championship, or how do you call it properly? So, yeah, all drivers are now confirmed. We have a lot of teams, a lot of drivers, a lot of fast drivers, which is even more important. And as I'm a member of the Nismo F1 team, I would like to start with Nismo. Yeah, F1 team. And it's Big Buns, the current world champion, alongside Silent D. No difference here compared to the last season. So, kind of where they were last season, maybe Silent D will try to score some more points, because we talked about that in the previous episode. Silent D lost around 100 points to Big Buns in the end. But what about other teams? What lineup maybe attracts you the most, like to actually compete against Nismo F1 team?
For me, the best and absolute team is McLaren, because they created a really strong lineup with Krish and Renisco. They're two great drivers, and I'm not scared to say that probably for me they're gonna win the championship, because they're two drivers that perform more or less at the same level, and so I think that they can do a really great championship this year.
Yeah, well, we saw last year Ronisco didn't. Yeah, I mean he joined halfway through, but yeah, he really had some great moments where he was a good competition towards Buns. But I think someone who has potential is Uque Fast. He's now driving for Ferrari. Yeah, last year he was. Last season he was in the academy still and won the championship there. And I think, yeah, he's a fast driver, and I think he has great potential. But I doubt that his teammate Kodarin, yeah, can perform on the same level. I didn't, see that pace coming from both of them. So I think Ugue Fast has a great potential. He might even be a runner-up in the championship. But Ferrari overall is not, potential constructor champion.
Yeah, and as you were talking, I thought about one more thing. What about this season any Onyx team? They are quite fast as well. And Phoenix, we remember that 3 or 4 wins last season, and he nearly snatched the title. Big Buns. I know it's kind of stupid to say that maybe if he would race in from the very start, we'd see a different season. So who knows? Everything can happen. Maybe someone else will just try and for K racing with Adam and Hackman. Who knows? Talking about the MP Juniors Championship now, because we have that, and there are even more drivers in it. I think the main grid, but unfortunately, some academies have like only one person driving for it, and others, like for Nismo, have 4 or 5 drivers. And here I want up on one thing that Ferrari, I already mentioned that, but still, Ferrari Drivers Academy has 5 out of 5 drivers in their lineup, and that includes 12. Today's host, one of today's hosts, and Herring. So, can Ferrari Driver Academy dominate the season only because they have more drivers there compared, I don't know, to Lamborghini or Mercedes? Is that possible, or it's the skill of the drivers that matter?
Well, of course, always the skill of the drivers is a big point, but since they have 5 drivers in comparison to Lamborghini, for example, I think they will have a better chance at the Constructors Championship in MP Junior. even though just because you have 5 drivers doesn't mean you automatically win the drivers championship. So I think, maybe even Lamborghini, they could win the drivers championship. I doubt it, but there is the possibility of them winning. So yeah, it doesn't really automatically mean that you win everything.
Yeah, I agree with Elias said, but I can say that in Ferrari we're having some tests before the season, and I can tell you that our academy is really, really competitive, and our main goal is to fight for the championship and at least to finish in P2, because our drivers are very, very good and perform very, very well in the tracks that we're testing in.
Well, I understand that because Ferrari has some pretty people in it. But I think enough talking about the mid-season transfers. Like too much of it already. Let's move to of our today's episode, and that is the season 2 preview itself. And well, it would be stupid to not start from the calendar, right? And well, here is the calendar screens, and round 1 is Bahrain. Round 2 is Australia, but round 3 will surprise you. I guess Miami. Round 3, it's usually round 6 or something like that.
Yeah, well, in round 5 we have Monaco, always great qualifying. Qualifying mostly much more exciting than the real race. In round 6 we have Silverstone, always amazing track to race at. Round 7, difficult to overtake, but Hungary is in round 7. Round 8 would be Japan, a really nice track to drive, and also to have great battles towards the last sector, but also through the first sector, through the S's. Round 9 is Belgium, an amazing track with a real long straight and a curvy middle sector, so some really competitive lap times we're gonna see around there. Round 10 is Mexico, 2 really long straights, but also a really curvy middle sector. So there are some corners to gain some time. Round 11, Imola. This is interesting. Normally Imola is further ahead, maybe even round 4. But here we have it in round 11. It's a legendary track with only one long straight, so a bit difficult to overtake. But the last sector always give us some great racing, some great battling, and also some really close qualifying times. And round 12, to wrap the season up, we have Brazil, which is pretty much the normal season finale. Brazil with the long straights and the Senna S's. It's really an amazing track, and the middle sector with the with all the corners. Yeah, it's an amazing track and an amazing weekend to be having at the last race of the season.
Yeah, if I can talk, I would say that probably this is a really, really good calendar because we have some beautiful tracks such as Imola or Brazil, or also I really like Canada as a track. But I think that Miami is a bit obvious because also it isn't for me. I really like it. Qatar, there isn't here in the calendar. And but more or less is a really, really good calendar, and I think that we are going to have some interesting races this year.
So, now talking about the Monoposto Esports Junior Season 2 calendar. We will start, because I'm in it as well. we'll start in Bahrain with the main championship. Like this season, I think we started only from round 7. Here, we'll kick off in Bahrain on 4th of January, together with the main grid. Then we'll skip a race and resume our championship in Miami. Then, again, round 5 in the main grid, and round 3 for us in Monaco. Then Silverstone, only 1 week after Monaco. Again, skipping a race and jump into Japan. It really sounds weird. But anyways, Belgium is all round number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then Imola, again skipping Mexico. And because Mexico is a bit too difficult for our academy drivers, I guess. Most of them can practically compete with the main grid already. So I think that wasn't really necessary. And for the season finale, of course, Brazil, round 12, in the main championship, and round number 8 in the MP Junior. So we'll have 4 races less than the main grid, but it doesn't mean it will have less action, as we have some really fast drivers out there in MP Juniors. So, well, can't wait to jump right into this as a driver, as a spectator.
Yeah, well, I wanted to talk about what you just said. Mexico might be a bit too difficult for the academy drivers. I think that's a really interesting take, because I think tracks like Miami, Monaco are even harder than Mexico.
Monaco is such a hell. It's terrible, Monaco. I hate Monaco.
Yeah, I do too. So it's interesting, but yeah, we will see how it plays out.
So, let's progress then. And as the teams are starting to prepare for the new season, we have some liveries already, announced liveries. And although I'm not an expert in this kind of stuff, not really, but maybe we should just do this. So each of us just makes a top 3 of those liveries that are listed in our special channel called Livery Presentation, and we kind of sum up the points and decide which livery is the best. So let's start with you, Elias, then Eikeiei, and then to wrap things up myself.
All right, so on my P1 on the win for the win is Lotus. I really love the colors, like the gold, and it's amazing. It's a simple livery, but yet so it looks just amazing. On my P2, I have K Racing. I love the pattern on the side pod and the engine cover, and not so many sponsors, but yet an amazing livery. It's a bit more complex than the Lotus one, but it really looks great, and yeah. And P3, I would have the McLaren. It's it's a homage to the Vodafone McLarens from the past, and it's just amazing livery. Has been used so many times, and yet it just doesn't get old. So it's just a really beautiful livery, and I don't know what more to say. Really, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I definitely agree, because also my P1 is Vodafone McLaren. I love that style. It's great, absolutely. It reminds me the years with Hamilton there, and it was absolutely beautiful. At P2, I put Nocerina, because I really like that livery. It's kind of original one, and I like these colors. together. And P3, I also love Alfa Romeo Return to Benetton livery because Alfa Romeo is a really great team, and it's a pleasure to have that in our championship. And they also make us always great liveries. So for me, it's P3.
All right, that is nice. And for me, well, P1, it would surprise you, but it's Alfa Romeo livery. It kind of reminds me of Ferrari's special livery in Monza. I really like that livery, and that's why my P1 is Alfa Romeo. And I've been deciding who should get P2. And I've chosen the Scuderia Civetta livery. It also reminds me of one livery kinda Arava used in his series, like a bit of yellow and white. It really looks amazing, I must say.
I think that I was thinking about Brown GP. It reminds me about like Brown GP, the Scuderia Civetta one.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, kinda looks like that as well. And the third place is, again, because I'm a Nismo F1 team driver and I just can't walk past this livery. It looks good as well. I must say, who made it? Elias, yeah, you made it. And it is really amazing. So, P3 is Nismo. And I suspect that Alfa Romeo got the most points. All three of us mentioned it in our lists, right?
I didn't, but I think since you two did both, I think the Alfa Romeo livery overall got P1.
Yeah, but all liveries look amazing, right? Vodafone McLaren is awesome. Ferrari with its black livery, it kind of looks weird, but still, a pretty nice livery.
The Ferrari livery is something you don't usually see from Ferrari, since they usually have an all red car with some black accents. But something else, something new. Yeah.
So, wonderful liveries we have this season. And for the last topic of this episode, the most exciting one and the most interesting is our predictions for the upcoming season. And that's will be really difficult. So maybe I will start with my predictions while you're think about yours. So I will go for this really bold prediction. Firstly, for the MP main championship, Big Buns will win the championship again, but with a really small margin to the second place. And I think I will go with Infionics and P2. And I'm right now choosing between Sparks and Uruguay Fast in P3. But I will go with Uruguay Fast because he has some experience in this. And who knows? Maybe Sparks won't be able to compete at the same level as other people because he's quite busy. That was the main grid, the main championship. For Monoposto Junior, it's quite difficult to choose, really. I'm not sure who will win it in the end. Like, every single driver can do that. I don't know. Since Uruguay Fast is gone, it's really difficult to choose, actually. Alright, maybe we'll go with 12. win the drivers' championship. I don't know, only because he's in Ferrari. Maybe, I don't know. Then, maybe Elias. He joined our academy as well, and he will be racing season 2. Maybe he can get P2. I don't know. P3. That's a difficult question as well. Who should I choose? I don't know. It's so difficult, guys. Maybe Kaiser from BMW Nismo Academy. I don't know. I'll probably lose because of my prediction. But, well, anyways, that is my prediction for Season 2, both in MP Esports main championship and in the MP Juniors. So now it's your turn to kind of submit your prediction for the next season.
Yeah, well, in that case, I'm gonna start. I don't really have any ideas who's gonna win the MP Esports main driver championship, but I'm gonna try to submit my predictions. I think we will have a really close championship fight between Phoenix and Buns. But I think Ronisco might even have a shot at the championship. So it's really difficult since we have so many fast drivers on the grid. We're fast, also someone who has potential and someone who might have a shot at the championship. But I think overall, Buns or Phoenix will win the championship. In MP Junior, it's really difficult because we have so many drivers. But I think Ferrari Driver Academy will win the Constructors Championship because they have so many fast drivers, and they have the full academy, so 5 out of 5 drivers who can compete for points. I think 12 or maybe even Star will win the Drivers Academy Championship, and Kaiser or Noob might even be runner-ups. Noob, who is also a reserve driver for Nismo in the main grid. Yeah, so it's really difficult in MP Junior, but I think we will have a really close championship, and it's difficult to choose, of course. So I'm just gonna kind of give Eikeiei the word so he can submit his predictions.
Yeah, I will be real drastic because I would say that big bands won't fight for the championship, because for me, Phoenix is gonna dominate this year, and I'd say big bands P2 and my man Uruguay Fast Rock at P3. And for the MP Junior Championship, I would say that Nicola is gonna win the championship because he's done some really good races last year, and also probably I'd say 12 at P2 and Star at B3 because he's doing some really great laps. So I'd say P3 for him.
So we have different predictions, I must say. We all agree about the fact that 12 will be somewhere at the top in the MP Juniors, and of course Big Buns. Oh no, Eikeiei actually said that Big Buns will not compete for the championship this year. Yeah, so that mixes up the cards. So that was some interesting thoughts. I must say, before we end this episode, we'll have an extremely close fight, like in MP, the main championship, in MP Juniors, in the constructors, in the driver standings, like all over the place, and it's just really good to see this league progress. And we all know we hit 200 members, and well, we need to go for more and maybe invite some other YouTubers. I don't know who exactly, but anyways, that was a decent episode. Thank you guys. Any more thoughts before we end this one?
Nope, I think it's all set.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, if that's all we wanted to say. So goodbye, our viewers, and have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
See ya.